I want to start this tarot reading by saying that my heart goes out to all of the people of Hawaii, to anyone who is going through this very tragic event. And according to my research, it looks like about 86% of the actual structures involved in this fire are actually residential structures. So this has been a devastating fire, not only for Hawaii itself and the land and the animals, but this tragedy has also unhomed multitudes of people, with, again, 86% of the structures that were burned down being residential structures. So my heart goes out to all of you in Hawaii who are going through this, and I hope that you can all find a way to pull together and rebuild your lives even better than before. So in today's reading, I want to ask the tarot, what is really going on with these fires, these wildfires taking place in Hawaii? Now, currently, it looks as though the fires are 100% contained, but they are not all the way out yet. So I do hope that the containment is maintained until the fires are completely extinguished. I'm going to dive straight into the True Crime and Conspiracy deck and just ask, what is really going on in Maui, and were these fires natural caused? Are these natural causes? Are these fires started by natural causes? Okay, so we got private property, war, organized crime, and collapse. So this is a war on people's private property. In fact, I saw in the news that 86% of the structures that were affected by these fires were residential structures. So this is interesting to me that war and private property came out when I was asking about if this was a naturally caused fire. We also got organized crime and collapse. So, to me, if we're to listen to the story that the cards are already telling us, this is a war over the people's private properties in Hawaii. Now, the organized crime and collapse, I feel like the fire could have definitely been somehow an organized crime event that was caused to make people lose their private property in some way. Again, it's a war over the private property. Okay. Revenge and boat. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. We have revenge and boat. We'll put these on the other side. Okay, so what about revenge and boat is what I said, right? We got caregiver, followed by gift and natural disaster. Now, if this was a war on private property, then it would be a gift in some way, for someone to get what they wanted out of something that looks like a natural disaster. Ooh, see, flipped over here. Way too many, I think. Yeah. Let's do this again with this deck. All right, so we want to know about the Hawaii wildfires. We want to know, was this a natural disaster? We got frozen and cryptocurrency. Okay, what about frozen and cryptocurrency? Okay. This is weird. We got Republican and fraud first. When I was asking about what is this frozen in cryptocurrency, and notice the fraud has, I don't know if you can really see it that well, but it's like monopoly money on the image, right? Okay, so we also got greed, secret, distraction, and weird science. We also got meeting. So a secret meeting had a lot to do with money because we got like fraud, greed, and cryptocurrency. All of these have images of money, even fake money, right? A fraud, greedy, cryptocurrency type stuff. All right. Okay, so we got Republican and secret meeting and weird science. So I think that this card is just basically saying that secret meeting between politicians, right? Weird science, serial killer, distraction. So the weird science is we don't know what has caused this fire at all. The fire is definitely a serial killer in itself. With the last report I saw was that there were 96 people who have lost their life. Let's pray for those who have lost their lives in the fire. So, if this was some kind of war on private property, some kind of collapse of what was already created on the island by organized crime, then this card is showing that the organized criminals are actually politicians. And they had a lot to do with money. A lot to do with money. And secret meetings. And weird science. Like, no one's really going to question the narrative about this fire, are they? Except for people like me, who no one believes anyway, because it's just cards. But this was all distraction from the true secret, from the true... I feel like it was all this fire is also helping to distract from the truth, which was this war on the private property, because these were the first two cards we got for the whole reading. This is a war on the people's private property. All right. Okay. I just dropped too many, I think. Yeah, let's put these back. Start again. That was my limit of too many. Okay. Let's get the other side. All right, so again, we have war, private property, organized crime, and collapse. Then we got revenge and boat. The boat card is like, I think, just proving that this is an island. There's some kind of revenge taking place on this island. All right. Now, we also got caregiver, disaster, natural disaster, and gift. So, first we got caregiver, and then these two were to clarify the caregiver. So, whoever's kind of like in charge here of these secret meetings, it's almost like this natural disaster of this fire was a gift to them. But then we get frozen, cryptocurrency, greed, and fraud, right? And we also got Republican, which is a politician's secret meeting. And we got weird science, serial killer. And we got distraction. Because again, with this weird science card, I'm seeing it as like, everyone's very confused about what's going on in Hawaii and how this fire actually started. Nobody really knows the true cause of this fire. So I feel like that in itself is a distraction. Because now for years we can talk about what the heck caused the fires, right? But we're not going to talk about the war on private property, the collapse of what was already existing, right? And the takeover by those criminals. Now, with that organized crime card, it's like the mafia. It's the kind of crime that's like going unchecked, if you know what I mean. So it's organized, there are lots of people involved, and it's so far reaching. It's so far beyond the state of Hawaii that there's no way for people to really know what's going on. Oh, and look, the Democrat just popped out. Proof again that this has a lot to do with politicians. We got Democrats and Republicans involved in these secret meetings, by the way. It's not about one side or the other. They are the organized criminals, the politicians. Okay, I just dropped a few. I think it's... Okay, so we got grandparent and fired. So what I see here, it's like, it's a way of pushing out the people. Like I said, it's a war on private property. That's why we have grandparent and fired. The people who are, let's say the older residents in Hawaii, they have maybe all this land that they're going to be giving to their descendants, right? The grandparents would pass it down. Then we got that with the fired card. So I feel like if this was some kind of war on private property, these two cards are saying it's like a way of booting out those who have land, right? Then we have the witness and the outer space card. So I don't know if there's some kind of surveillance on the satellites that is a witness of these fires starting. I haven't seen anything from a satellite standpoint, but there's something in outer space that is a witness to this fire. Okay, and then we get AI and assassination. So I feel like AI to me, like you guys, if you've been watching, you know that the AI card to me is always like connecting with the internet and the control of information that we receive, right? So the control of information is what is covering up the fact that this is similar to an assassination, where it was a planned attack, an attack on property in Hawaii. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these two halves of the deck together so that I can split them again. It's a really big deck, so. Okay, one more shuffle. Such a big deck. All right, so now I'm going to split this deck in two again, and we will continue. All right. I feel like we already kind of have our answer. This is weird science. It's a distraction. It's a war on the property by organized crime. Those criminals are politicians with secret meetings, and it has so much to do with basically all this money cards, right? Greed, fraud, cryptocurrency, and we got frozen. What I feel the frozen card is saying with all the money cards that fell around it, I feel what they're doing is that they're freezing the assets in a way of the island. Again, grandparent, fired. We got frozen in all these money cards. Secret meeting, Republican, Democrat. Serial killer, weird science, distraction. We got caregiver, natural disaster, and gift. All right. When I see the caregiver card, it's like the people in charge of the situation, right? So this natural disaster would be a gift to those in charge, the politicians. All right. Now, we also got the witness and outer space card. Again, there's possibly some kind of satellite images about the start of this fire. I don't know if anyone has seen that. If you have, could you put a link in the comments or something for us so we can see what's really happening? There has to be some kind of satellite image of the actual start of this fire. We also got AI and assassination. We're being mind controlled when it comes to this weird science distraction, this serial killer. Definitely being distracted when it comes to the internet about this. I'm not feeling that deck no more. I definitely feel like we got a lot of answers. I'm going to see if anything wants to come out of the situations deck regarding the fires in Hawaii, the Hawaii Wildfires. That one that just came out was Verge, about to reveal, confess. Okay, so I wonder if someone was about to confess something taking place in Hawaii within these secret meetings possibly, or as a form of revenge for something going on the island. Again, we got meeting, It says 2 or more people, discussions, planning, and then we got retaliation, punish, payback, revenge. That's what came as our clarity over this Verge card. So something was about to be revealed. So this meeting was a form of retaliation. These secret meetings, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know if like something was coming out regarding politicians on the island, maybe famous people on the island. I know a lot of famous people live on the island. That was way too many. All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out or not. We definitely know that secret meetings have taken place. We got 2 cards about revenge, because we got revenge and boat. And over here we got retaliation, punish, payback, revenge. So in some way, revenge is taking place. We also got assassination. So I don't know if someone was stopping some kind of... someone was trying to stop something from coming out, about to be revealed. Probably on the internet, because we got the AI card. Someone's trying to stop something from being revealed. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. All right. I think that message is scrambled. I believe that we've gotten everything we need right now. If we want to go deeper, we could always do another reading about this. But according to my cards, according to the story that is coming out, the fires in Hawaii could be a war on private property. It's a way to get rid of the people who have been landowners, the actual residents, right? A way for them to have to let go or be let go. Now, this collapse of what has already been built there could have been some kind of organized crime. Again, war on the private property. We got revenge and boat. Then we got caregiver and natural disaster followed by gift. So whoever's in charge of the islands gave this gift of a natural disaster, the fire. Then we got weird science and serial killer, right? Clarified with distraction. The weird science of it all is we don't know how this fire started. We have no idea. Something weird must have happened. It must have been wind from that hurricane over there. And maybe it just dropped a live wire or something in like 3 different places on the island that are completely far away from each other. And then the fire started, right? Then we got frozen cryptocurrency, greed and fraud. Like we said, this could be some way of freezing the assets, having this, I don't know, it's almost like a takeover. We got secret and meeting, Democrat and Republican, politicians involved. There is a witness in outer space, so let's find out what that is. If someone knows anything about a satellite image or video that we can maybe take a look at, put it in the comments down below. We also got AI and assassination. I feel like someone might have been about to reveal something, probably on the internet. So, because of that, that's when the meetings took place as a form of retaliation. And we also got revenge as well as retaliation. All right? So that is the story that my cards have to say regarding the fires right now taking place in Hawaii. The very first 2 cards, I think, kind of said it all. It's a war on the people's private property. It is a way of freezing those assets, taking it from them. It's an organized crime collapse of what is existing. It's a way of getting people who've been passing property down through their family to be booted out by destroying it. We got weird science serial killer. Yeah, it's all just a distraction. We don't know what caused the fires. Just like we don't know what caused the Canadian fires. And if you haven't seen my tarot reading about the Canada wildfires, go check those out as well. There's definitely something strange taking place with all these fires. And I also think something weird is taking place with all the fires going on in recycling centers across the United States all of a sudden. So I know that a lot of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but if you look in the news, there have been multiple fires at multiple recycling plants across the United States. So these fires could definitely be a form of retaliation, weird science. It's a way of distraction. And it's a form of revenge, retaliation, and getting what they want if they're organized criminals, right? Having secret meetings. But I think that's about all the cards have for us in regards to these fires. Please, please, please continue to pray for the people of Hawaii and send help in as many ways possible. If you want to donate money, please try to find the best way to donate money that gives the most to the actual people of Hawaii. If you can help families directly or communities directly, I recommend doing that rather than going through a huge organization that could just be taking a lot of the money themselves. All right, you guys. So that's all I have for you today regarding the fires in Hawaii. Continue to pray, stay vigilant, help in any way you can help, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.